Good evening to one and all. My name is Saurabh and I'm your host for the PGC Weekly Podcast session today. Today we have got Mr. Nizar Hoblas as our guest speaker. Nizar is a lecturer at UNSW Business School. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10 years. According to a recent survey, the companies have accelerated this digitization of their customer and supply chain interactions and of their internal operations by 3 to 4 years. And the average share of customer interactions has increased from 20% in May 2018 to a historic 58% in July 2020. My first question is starting up with getting your views on the rapid digitalization of the environment around us after this pandemic hit the world. How do you think it got accelerated during this pandemic?
Fortunately, the nature of this crisis, which is the pandemic that we have faced with the COVID-19, it actually did the reverse of what usually happens in financial crisis or other types of crisis, because the nature of the crisis meant that organizations had to adapt themselves to the new restrictions and the new rules and regulations, and the only way they can adapt and keep surviving is by exploring the enablement from technology solutions that were offered to them. So this pandemic and the nature of restrictions that was put on organizations as a result of this pandemic meant that technology has presented a good solutions to enable the survival of these companies into the new normal of life.
There are some new jobs coming up and which are getting replaced by the new ones. What do you think on that?
Did not impact only, by the way, the jobs of the future, but also impacted our social life and the way how we live. And this transformation is not new and it's not recent. Also, it's been more accelerated by certain events like the COVID-19. But this has been coming a long way. Speed at what data can be collected, the variety of the data that is available, and the quality and type of data. And you've heard about this 4V model from before, for sure. So this does accelerate the way that transformation happens and impacts on our jobs or job prospects, but also it's impacting on our social life and the way we conduct our everyday activities. I mean, think about what happened during the COVID-19 pandemic and how we transformed in the way we transact with private companies or even with the government. I mean, going to a restaurant, we had to pre-book from before, we had to do the COVID safe app, and we had to find a more innovative way to be able to order our meals from the restaurants rather than going to the restaurant itself. Replacing jobs, of course, automation will change and transform jobs, and rather than some jobs will stop being there, but then some jobs will be created. So it's more like, rather than a replacement, more a transformation of jobs. There will be new opportunities created, and there will be new skills that are required.
How do you think that the university students can be better prepared to make themselves job ready, irrespective of their degree? They might be doing arts or laws. What can be some of the skills which will make them future job ready?
So being more technology savvy is something that will help, because this means that when digital disruption comes and infiltrate the domain that you are working in, you'll be more ready to assimilate this technology and use it to your advantage rather than having it disrupting your work. Awareness is something that we said that it needs to always be there. So be aware of how technology is coming, from where is it coming, and to solve what needs that you have. Because you actually, at the end of the day, you want technology to help you with your efficiency, with efficiency of your work. So you can focus more on the things that we said you can do better than technology can do, which is your creativity and your problem solving and your social skills.
That was definitely a key insight from this session. And another one, which was that technology will not be dominating the completely the world, and it will be those transferable soft skills which will come handy for various degrees. And so the students need to focus not only to develop the technological skills, but also some key soft skills such as communication or leadership, which I'm sure UNSW students are into through their club activities and participation of various societies. We really hope to see you at the same time next week with a new topic